Hello everyone, my name is Nashom and welcome to my channel Let's Get Psyched. On this channel we look at various psychological tests and experiments. In today's video we're going to be talking about an experiment where we're going to demonstrate the Stroop effect. The Stroop effect was given to us by John Ridley Stroop, and it talks about the process of attention and the problems that can be faced while doing a task. The Stroop effect can be demonstrated in many ways. In today's experiment, we are going to use congruent and non-congruent color list. In the congruent list, the color of the ink and the name of the color is the same. For example, pink is written in pink ink, black is written in black ink, green is written in green ink. This is a congruent list. Okay, so the subject is going to read this for 5 trials. 5 times the subject is going to read this list, and I'm going to be noting down the time it takes per trial and if any errors are made. Now what errors could be made is if the color is red and the subject says blue by mistake, okay, it's a mistake, it's an error. However, if this is the subject color is pink and the subject says purple, you have to tell the subject that this is pink, not purple. Okay, sometimes people have a mistake in identifying colors, so you have to correct them in list A itself. Like suppose this is brown, and if someone says the color, say light brown or cream, or for whatever reason, you have to correct them and say this is brown. So I will give instructions. Please observe me as I do. So Renel, this is a list of color names.
Okay.
Your task is to read the color of the ink in which the word is written. I will be measuring your time. So when I say start, you begin reading, and when I say stop, or when you stop, I will note down your time. So wait, okay, then I will tell you start again, then you read it again. Okay. This is the result sheet that I have made. Okay, just hold this please. Don't read it. Don't read it. This is the result sheet that I have made, where I am going to tick, and at the end I am going to note down the time the subject has taken. So when I say start, you begin, alright, and you as the experimenter tick whether she is reading the right thing or no. Ready?
Yes.
Start.
Pink, black, green, red, blue, orange, brown, red, black, pink, brown, green, blue, black, orange, red, pink, blue, brown, orange.
Okay, so I stopped the stopwatch. It has stopped at 14 seconds. Okay, so I note it down. Ordinarily, you would not say this aloud. The subject should not know how much time they are taking, but for the purpose of the video, I am telling you. But otherwise, don't tell the subject how much time they have taken. So now we begin with trial 2. Ready?
Yes.
Start.
Pink, black, green, red, blue, orange, brown, red, black, pink, brown, green, blue, black, orange, red, pink, blue, brown, orange.
Okay, so I am noting down the time again. We will begin with trial number 3. Ready?
Yes.
Start.
Pink, black, green, red, blue, orange, brown, red, black, pink, brown, green, blue, black, orange, red, pink, blue, brown, orange.
Okay. Okay, you would have to do 2 more trials, okay, to complete this entire round. Let's continue it because it's not taking a lot of time. So let's do the other 2 trials as well. Ready?
Yes.
Start.
Pink, black, green, red, blue, orange, brown, red, black, pink, brown, green, blue, black, orange, red, pink, blue, brown, orange.
We have finished 4 trials. Let's do the last one. Are you ready?
Yes.
If you feel the subject is going too fast for you to make the tick marks, you just note down, okay? If there is an error, you mark it. Otherwise, you can mark the ticks later, okay? Ready now?
Yes.
Start.
Pink, black, green, red, blue, orange, brown, red, black, pink, brown, green, blue, black, orange, red, pink, blue, brown, orange.
Okay. So this was list 1, where the color name as well as the ink of the color was congruent. After this, we come to list 2 or part 2 of the experiment. Show me. An important tip that you have to remember while making the result table of list 2 is you have to write the name of the color of the ink. For example, over here the word red is written in blue. So in my result sheet I have written blue. Okay, this is very important because if you don't write it this way, you will not know what the subject is supposed to say and you yourself will make a mistake. So don't do that mistake. Write in your result sheet the color of the ink in which the word is supposed to be named. That you write in your result sheet and that's what the subject will say. If they make a mistake, then you put wrong. And like list A, there are going to be 5 trials. I'm going to give the instructions, pay attention. In this task, in this part of the experiment, your task remains the same. You have to name the color of the ink in which the word is written.
Okay.
For example, if the word black is written in blue, then you have to say blue.
Okay.
Okay, you have to name the color of the ink. So when I say start, you begin. There will be 5 trials.
Okay.
Like list A. Yeah. Ready?
Yes.
Start.
Blue, pink, green, brown, red, orange, red, brown, black, orange, blue, green, pink, red, black, brown, red, pink, orange, green, blue.
You note down the time and if there were any errors made, you note down the errors as well. Ready?
Yes.
Start.
Blue, pink, green, brown, red, orange, red, brown, black, orange, blue, green, pink, red, black, brown, red, pink, orange, green, blue.
Note down the time again. Ready?
Yes.
Start.
Blue, pink, green, brown, red, orange, red, brown, black, green, blue, green, pink, red, black, brown, red, pink, orange, green, blue.
Okay, so if you notice closely, the subject laughed at one point. Is it that's because she made a mistake? So I just like to point out over here, sometimes the subjects are very careful. That's why they take more time. But if they make a mistake, like in this list, the word was green but written in orange. So Renelle said green. So I gave her wrong. But then she realized, so she paused and laughed, but then she continued. But sometimes subjects do this. So the word is green written orange, they'll be like gr orange. Okay, if they do that, you give it a right. If they say green, no, orange, then you give it a wrong. Okay, but if they're correcting it immediately within a second, you give it a right. Okay, and this is the Stroop effect, if you are wondering what it is. Are you ready? This is trial number 4. Ready?
Yes.
Start.
Blue, pink, green, brown, red, orange, red, brown, black, orange, blue, green, pink, red, black, brown, red, pink, orange, green, blue.
Okay, the last trial. Ready?
Yes.
Start.
Blue, pink, green, brown, red, orange, red, brown, black, orange, blue, green, pink, red, black, brown, red, pink, orange, green, blue.
Okay, so I have time for all 5 trials. I will now ask some introspective reports as usual. Which list was more difficult?
The second.
The second. What was happening when you were trying to name the color of the ink?
So looking at the color and the word written in the different ink, I was getting confused at certain points of time.
Okay.
Like I'm trying to process the color, and in that time I'm reading the word and saying the name of the word
Instead of the
instead
color.
of the color.
So this is basically the Stroop effect, where the meaning or the semantic of the word interferes with the task. So the task is to name the color of the ink, but because you're also reading the word, okay, you are more likely to say the name of the word rather than the color of the ink. There are 2-3 reasons why this happens. Okay, the first one is you're not able to divide your attention between the two things that is happening. So one, you're reading but you have to name the color, so it's confusing, like how Renel was getting confused. And another thing that happens is automaticity of reading. Okay, because we are so used to reading, our first process, our automatic process goes to read the word. Okay, you automatically tend to read the word, and that is what the Stroop effect is about. So here I have with me Renel's time taken in list 1 as well as time taken in list 2. You have to add these times of both the trials and you have to compare it. I'll just tell you comparatively. In list 1, she took an average of 9 seconds per trial, and in list 2, the average time taken was around about 17 seconds per trial. So as you can see, the time taken is definitely more than list A. So list B, because you're reading a list that is non-congruent, a list that, you know, the color ink and the color name both are different, it takes more time. That is your first hypothesis, that time taken to read incongruent words will be much more than time taken to read congruent words. And in list B, Renal made one error. Okay, some subjects make more errors, she made only one error. So errors taken, that's your second hypothesis, errors taken in naming incongruent list would be more than in naming congruent list. So in this particular experiment, both the hypotheses have got proved. Number one, she took more time for list B, and number two, there were more errors made. Even if it was one, she didn't make any errors in list A, and there was one error in list B, but there was a significant increase in time while reading the non-congruent list. So this is how Stroop effect can be demonstrated. I hope watching this video was helpful. Thank you, Renel, for
Nasho.
participating, and thank you all. Watch out for my more videos, and bye bye.